So Miss You Like June is a really fun country love song, essentially, that I wrote a year or so ago, just about a really steady relationship that looks back at everything that's happened, misses like the really early stages, loves being in the moment and looks forward to the future. And I think we've captured that really well in the sound of the song. It's just, I'm so proud of it, so excited for it to be out in the world. A bit of both, well, a lot of both, because I get so excited because I'm so proud of the single and I really want people to love it. But there's also so many questions with it, like, are people going to listen? Are people going to care? And you just want so badly for them to listen and love it and like take it into their world and tell people about it. Yeah, the fact that Balin Leonard chose Drive as his record of the week on Chris Country was one of those moments. It was just felt just really nice, and like I got the email and was really shocked because I've never had that happen. Obviously, Drive came out in June, and that was out of nowhere. And yeah, I'm just really happy he gave it a listen and believed in it. And I got to meet him the other week at BBC Introducing Live, and he was just a really lovely guy. This year has been so busy, it's ridiculous. I've done so much music-wise, and I know at the end of this year I'm going to look back and be exhausted but also very happy. So yeah, a lot's happened since the first Bells and Girls feature. Honestly, that was probably one of my favourite things that will ever happen, because as a lot of people know at this point, Counting Crows are my very favourite band. Their songs mean so much to me, and the fact that I can call Matt Malley a friend of mine now and that he supports my music is just a mind-blowing thing, and I'll always have him to sort of support and go to for advice and stuff. And yeah, and meeting him was crazy as well. So I've always loved music. My family have always loved music, always been playing music all the time, even just like around the house. And I think when I was around even 10 years old, I was scribbling lyrics, making up things and trying to memorise melodies. And at about 12 or 13, I picked up a guitar and learnt 2 or 3 chords, and that was it. I just never put it down after that. And the first song I wrote with a guitar ended up being the first song I went and recorded in the studio as well, and I just fell in love with it. On the country side of things, I've never considered myself a really, really country artist, but I've always listened to it, and I know that I have the influences of it in my music. So I think I have a bit of country, a bit of just pop, singer-songwriter kind of stuff. And yeah, I just like to think it's a mix of everything. Songwriting for me doesn't have much of a process other than keeping it ticking over. So I don't plan to write a song most of the time. So most of my songs that end up in my sets and being recorded and things like that are the songs that just sort of happen and write themselves very quickly. I do try and make myself write as well, but most of the time when I force myself to write, it's not a song I'm really proud of. So yeah, I just kind of let it come to me naturally because it does. I'm never going to stop writing, and it does just happen. Okay, my perfect gig I think would be at the Roundhouse in Camden off the top of my head, because that's where I first saw Counting Crows in 2014. And I'd say probably Adam Duritz from Counting Crows would be a pretty cool guest to have on that stage. Favourite Netflix TV show? Watched a lot of them. Probably Stranger Things. which is weird because I didn't like the first episode when I first saw it, went back to it a couple months later and was obsessed. No pineapple on pizza. No. Essex, purely because it's grown up here. There's probably been quite a few embarrassing moments, but more recently I played a gig at the Troubadour supporting Gary Quinn, and I was all ready to go, was like really set for it to be a great gig, went to the toilets and got locked in, and I was like, I'm about to be on the stage, I can't get out, can't knock down the door, and it was like lodged shut, but eventually got out because my dad had to come and like pound the door. So Miss You Like June will be everywhere from the 23rd of November. It will be on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, everything. So if you search on any of those things, Roisin O'Hagan, which is Roisin, should come up. So I've had quite a lot of support from Introducing this year, which has been really nice because I've obviously been pushing my music a lot, and it's nice to see them kind of take note of it and like play my songs on air. They've asked me to go in for live sessions. I played one of the showcases they hosted in Essex, which was really cool. And yeah, it's nice to not be on your own in it and have people rooting for you. I don't drive and I'm very scared of driving, and I tried to drive and it didn't work. If I was hosting a fantasy dinner party, Taylor Swift would be first on the list because I just think she'd be a laugh. And Adam Duritz, because I've got to mention him. It wouldn't be an interview with me if I didn't mention Counting Crows 100 times. He's someone really interesting. Tom Hanks. Yeah, Tom Hanks. I meant to say yes, aren't I? Yes.